I've been in the guild for, he thinks, about 20 years now.
Ah, so
You all bounty hunters? Don't see your badges if you are.
more adventurous.
Ah. Well, hey, stay out of trouble and we'll keep on good terms, right?
Right. Keep your nose
Sounds
clean.
just like
That's
a
what the
fake
gods say.
salute.
What brings a bunch of adventurers out here, if you don't mind me asking?
That's a long and complicated answer. She says, kind of like looking to Alexander to see what fucking lie he wants to spin.
Real estate.
Free real estate.
Well, that isn't the terrible answer.
I mean, it's the frontier. Like, if you're like here to buy a house, it's like, yeah, fucking go for it if you can live.
The state, depending on where you go, it definitely is the case for the Fairlands because that was a recently demilitarized zone, so it's a normal zone now. There's certain incidents where the state will pay you to go settle somewhere.
Oh.
Like, the catch is you have to hold it in order to get a paycheck.
Ah, yes.
So good luck.
We have something like that here in Sweden, where in certain places in the north, it's so sparsely populated and the living conditions are so harsh compared to other places that you get a lot better pay if you would decide to work there. But
Japan has that for people that are willing to buy and renovate abandoned housing.
I wonder if Canada has
that's
anything
fun.
like that way up north, where like there's some places that don't have
Wouldn't be
roads and shit,
surprised.
where you have to take a plane or a helicopter to get there.
Yeah. Because we've got like
Right.
that for the Hebrides and stuff. Like people will pay young families to move out there.
I think, like, there's places in, like, Ohio and shit, just, like, the parts of the states that nobody fucking wants to live in because there's just nothing out there that they're just like, we'll pay you to fucking live here. Please.
Yeah. But in actuality, like, really the pay, depending on how great it is really just to subsidize the amount of money you sink into just living out there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like, you get paid $200 a month. Cool, I need $200 just to pay for internet this far out, asshole. Thanks. So, it depends, right? But, anyways, that's besides the point. So, you know, he asks, like, why you guys are here, and it's a long, complicated answer. He's like, well, I'm free for the rest of the day.
But
I'm
what-
curious.
That's
People
good.
don't exactly go through town all that often, so
True.
either you can call it personal curiosity, you might call it professional curiosity. Just making sure there's not trouble coming to this town.
Both respectful answers.
Inside
Well,
check.
Yeah.
Certainly. Roll it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, fuck it. I'll throw my hat in the
It is a straight roll.
Hence,
Nice.
guidance.
Oh, well.
I see all.
Insight.
I see nothing.
Ooh, 29.
That's a cool
Oh my God, you
wall.
also see all.
I know. I like the brickwork, you know?
I can't use the
29.
achievement dice for this anymore. Right, so I have to click that one. Have I used that yet?
229s.
No, this is the first one.
Very good.
Hell yeah. Very good.
Tell us your fucking secrets, man. If Iverson is your real name.
Yeah.
Iverson.
Iverson. I couldn't remember how to spell
So
it.
Iverson
Can't
isn't his
pronounce
real
it.
name.
I'm gonna write down the phonetics.
his name is Bond Iverson.
As far as you guys read him, like, yeah, that is his genuine intent, curiosity, agenda. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I should type out his own name.
Ooh, Ivarson would be very cool instead of Iverson.
I'm
I'll type
Ivar
out-
Ragnarsson.
I'll
see
type
her
his
right
full
now.
name and his like,
About the bone.
bounty
Iverson,
hunter
son of
title.
Ivar. The Shifter?
Title.
Oh my
Boy,
god!
howdy.
I actually spelled that right.
Ooh.
That is cool, though. But yeah, I'm proud of myself. I spelled that correctly.
Good job.
Well done, me.
Well done.
I get a gold star.
Take an inspiration.
No.
Good,
Yes.
No. Good bounty hunters, they get titles.
Oh.
Like,
What's
you know,
that?
Give
Piss
us
him
this
off, man.
title.
Good, like
Like-
talented.
if they're good and they're high ranking in the guild, they get notoriety or fame. To coin flip. So, like, for example, this is a meta thing. Lena, the commander of the previous in one of the previous campaigns, she was a bounty hunter.
This is just fucking...
I don't remember what her title was. I remember what her partner's title was. It was the Nightingale. I don't remember what her title was.
You have told us. I do not recall. It might be in a book.
I'll look it up, but you guys keep going.
No, it's more of a moniker. It's cool though.
Yeah. Oh, does he
What
tell us
was the
his
thing he said?
moniker
That
is
he
the
wasn't-
Shifter?
He just wants to know like why you guys are in town out of a personal and professional curiosity to make sure that there's not trouble brewing, which
rather
would
than
warrant why you
having-
guys are here.
I mean,
Rather
if you
than
can't keep
having
an eye on
this,
us, we could use a
exchange
guide.
out out in the out in the open. Where's a good place to grab a bite to eat?
I have just the place for you guys. It's the only tavern in town. Makes it killer though.
So it's the best one.
It's the best and the worst one, but trust me, I've traveled around a lot of places. It's pretty good. Not the best, but I'm not comparing apples to oranges here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a place called the Mid-Roll. Come on, follow me.
Mid.
Food would be good.
It's in the middle of town.
A mid-roll? It's
So
where I
do you know why
belong.
it's called that?
This
He
tavern
sounded so excited.
This tavern is from a meme because we talked about it before. We were like, "Oh, Mid-Roll sounds like a cool name for a tavern." I'm like, "All right, mark it down."
Bet.
Yeah. My
Wait,
God.
So yeah, Iverson leads you guys through town. Do you guys catch a lot of not accusatory or inquisiting eyes, but just some curious ones, some whispers and murmurs as you guys go through town and stuff like that? I'm gonna roll first. We'll do 1d8, left to right, top to bottom. Of course, it's once. Okay.
Oh no.
What?
At a certain point, a couple of kids who are like, clearly they're in the middle of playing and doing something else, but then congratulations, like a bunch of ADHD kids, you guys are now, you're the entertainment
shiny.
now. And they go up to you guys and like begin like trying to get you to play with them. They basically just do their courtesies of like, hey, here, catch this, like toss it back, like playing a game of catch and stuff like that. But one of them does like go next to Tolas as she's in the middle of writing, and she like puts the book away, puts it on her side, and like crouches down and like says hi to them and stuff like that. And she truly is like a bright individual when it comes to this specific. Again, this is an old place, is her favorite terrain, but it's quite clear this is not the first time she's interacted with quote unquote village yokel kids. That being said, these kids aren't yokels, right? They're not hillbillies. They're people here pretty well off, decently dressed and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, there's probably a good chunk of the population that's based on agriculture and stuff like that and all the utilitarian design thereof, but not all of them. This is like a cottage stead, right? So there's definitely a lot of refinement that happens out here, right? Taking wool, making it a textile, and that sort of shit.
If given the opportunity, Silas will absolutely play with the kids.
Yeah, you can play and walk.
Heck yeah.
Are they playing like kickball or something like that, or like soccer, whatever the form of soccer would be? Football.
Out here, no, I think it'd just be like the closest is like baseball.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Be fun.
It's like massage.
Could Morgan try to like, I don't know, do monkish shit to be fancy with throwing the ball back to them and shit?
Yeah, roll me your sleight of hand.
I can roll a side. Would I be able to add a Kensei die to this?
Nah, I'll give you advantage
hard
though.
in case you hit a
Take
kid.
advantage.
Advantage from catch projectile.
Catch.
Oh, so I'm gonna move this.
Sense.
I'll move this left because this is bugging me.
Oh thank God. Okay, I don't think I have all of that though. I didn't have a Kensei die on there. Forgot to take it off.
No. So
Kensei
that's still 21 though. So
yeah.
against like a +1 against a bunch of kids.
Are you actually going to knock
wait.
out a child? Because I
Wait,
swear.
hold on.
I'm
There is a
not
world.
gonna
'cause
assault the child.
they
I'm
have a
trying to just be
+1.
fancy to show off. for it.
You have up 2 on the out of that 8 that you had to keep. The 6 of
They
the Kensei.
could.
So that's
There is
21.
a world.
There is a world where they tie with you. All right, moving on.
Aw.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like it's. You might not be familiar with the task of play.
Fun.
But baseball is pretty straightforward, right? As a proper American, this guy. Baseball's in our blood, along
Should
with
pull
hot
out a
dogs.
gun.
You have hot dogs in your blood? That's right. Help me.
Help me.
Heart disease is upon us.
Spoken like a
So,
trooper.
but yeah, like you guys like play. Well, you in specific play baseball. There's one of them that has like probably like he tries to do card tricks, but he's shit at them and stuff like that. One of them is actually just started hanging out with Tolas, and she's just telling him about the world, about what lies beyond these simple walls. Let me roll something real fast.
Oh God.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, moving on. Moving on.
He's like, that's scary.
God.
Yeah.
Diggity damn. Do we have a reroll for that?
For the kid.
I have one coin use left.
Hear
I'm
me out.
sorry, I'm not going to use
That's-
it on
I
the kid.
give him a
Hear me
point.
out,
Hear him
Crash.
That's up
Hear
to
him
you.
out, hear him out, hear him
So,
out.
I'm listening.
uh-huh.
Crash, hear me out.
Yes.
Children
Uh-huh.
are the exact same size as halflings.
What the fuck
God
is
damn
this?
it. You seriously they get halflings up because they're the same size as a halfling?
Until they hit 13.
Oh my god, yeah, yeah.
No.
I think that tracks. I think
No.
that tracks. Keep
I'll
in mind,
give him
keep
a
in mind.
spark of
I
knowledge
think
from
he's got it-
Thomas,
I
but
think he's
that
got a
won't save a
point.
nat one.
Yeah, I mean, I think Alex got
They
a
got a
point
spark
here.
knowledge. They have guidance.
Yeah. That's not gonna save it, mate. He needs to basically get like a 20 or above.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Right? So like he's not getting that with guidance and a spark of knowledge.
Wait.
If you like, give him Bardic, Spark of Knowledge, and Guidance, and he got max on like 2 or most of that, he could succeed.
Eat shit, kid. Welcome to the real world, and I pistol whip him.
I don't know if it's a saving throw, but would I be able to do that?
It is a saving throw.
Take a bardic.
I don't know. I don't know if it helps, but maybe like a spectral image of a knight appears while as Tullis is telling the story.
Well, let's see.
That's so much better.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So a spectral knight doesn't appear behind him, but a knight's helmet appears on him, and it's clearly way too big for him.
Oh.
If you've ever seen the beginning of Atlantis where he puts on the pith helmet, it's sort of
yeah.
cute in a way. Luckily, this one doesn't fall on it because it's spectral. But there's a moment where he's like talking. He's like, "Yeah, like this is the town. It's so great." And then at some point, he sort of like falters and stops on something, and he just sort of looks like confused for a moment, trying to like recall something, but he never quite gets there. Oh no, music break. Please tell me now.
Yep,
Spurs.
It's a good little fade out for the
Repeating.
boss.
Oh, thank God.
It's
Oh, thank God.
Nice to recall some.
I'll go over perception. See if you might have caught what he was saying. It's so mundane, though, right? Like, okay.
So about that
Nice.
Falcon 27 day.
Nice.
Did I
Makes
roll
a
good?
nice change.
18's okay.
Balance. That's everything.
Fucking
Yep.
Alexander 22 you shall have.
Yeah, he will have a 20 and a 2.
So to those of you who got touch 20 and went above it,
Oh.
because that's sort of like the thing, right? You're hearing a bunch of children talk right now, right? Parsing one of them in particular out is like really specific. So you're at a 20 and above, you're basically just hearing all of them and maintaining the information from every single one.
Oh.
What are you laughing for, huh?
What you giggling about?
It's a fucking. You said forever that
It's a
touch 20 and
father.
above, and it's just a soft "aww" from me.
I'll give Silas a reroll because you were alongside Solus, so you probably have this kid more focused than anything else.
You know what? It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense that it's Alexander being the father of the group.
Being the dad.
Mhm,
Being the dad.
The group dad, yeah.
The kid, he's talking about... Okay, he talks about some random shit, okay? He's talking about, like, a dead animal's body that's outside of town, like, a mile out where they play, right? That's, like, normal middle-of-the-woods shit where kids are bored.
I don't know. We were talking to my sister in D&D.
That's how accurate I am, right? He does talk about the bridge that leads northwest out of town, and, like, the legend behind it.
What's the legend?
Where are my
Troll
notes?
is underneath it.
Actually, that's sort of quite the opposite. Let me see. I'm gonna
That's what was above it.
It has a troll on top of it.
Here's a problem. I have my note. This is from a year. I prepped for this like a year ago. My notes are in physical and digital formats in different locations, so
Oh,
I
no.
haven't. I don't know where certain things are. I'm just like, was it in this book? No. Was it in this digital format? No. Is it in this? No. So give me a sec here because I could look for it.
Little break.
No. I think I have it here. Law, I lied. Okay, maybe it's over here.
No. Well, I'm stepping away from my laptop. I'm gonna get more soup.
He's in like a fucking archive,
Kind of.
frantically opening a bunch of filing cabinets.
I really should have some. I need shelves in my room. I don't have shelves. I have like all these desks and like places to put stuff, but not like shelves and like installed into like the sides of the wall and everything. Anyways, I did find it though. So the kid tells you like, yeah, there's a legend. It's called the Mirror Bridge. As like a the myth name, I guess, probably the best way to describe it. And it does have a bunch of mirrors hanging on it, just suspended on like rope or strings rather, stuff like that. Some are larger mirrors, some are like handheld mirrors, some are like makeup pocket mirrors and stuff like that. The story goes, right here. So the story goes that once upon a time, classic, there was a young girl who was curious about this bridge, sort of transcending the legend's own existence in a certain regard, that there was something about the bridge that lured her there. And there, at the bridge, she looked upon a mirror, for one reason or another. And as she looked upon the mirror, she saw a ghastly being behind her. Not directly behind her, not like 5 feet behind her, but at the other side of the bridge, opposite of the way she came in on. When she turned to look in actuality at the being, at the creature, it wasn't there, so she looked at her mirror and saw it again, and it was always held back at that distance. And then suddenly, it bounds forward, trying to grab, snatch, kill, whatever, something. It leaps forward, and then some light shines off of her, reflecting off of her, or she is a source of it, and it bounces off the mirror and slams into the dark creature, where it retreats back into the forest on the other side. So, ever since then, people just leave a lot of mirrors on the bridge, in case anyone ever needs it, to stop a dark beast. Supposedly a protection charm. Good luck, stuff like that. So that's what the kid says.
Riveting. No, I'm kidding.
What an asshole.
Yeah.
Interesting. And this is an old tale.
Mm-hmm.
You ever go to the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
You ever hang a mirror up there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he kind of like ruffles his hair. Good job doing your part, then.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
He actually does say that. I
Would you like to know more?
Mm.
Okay,
As
well,
you
bye.
guys- yeah, the kid like continues telling you guys a bit more about the place, how the not how the districts works. That seems a bit too top down for a kid to really go into. But he talks to you like, hey, there's this in town. There's this in town. There's a well behind this place that sort of smells nasty and stuff like that. At certain like normal stuff like mildew scent or whatever. But yeah, the thing that probably catches you guys, again, if you touch 20 above, is he is talking about like his friends around town. But at one, he just sort of he stops.
Mm-hmm.
Like gets like blank faced on, and just a
What
bit
building?
confused. What's that?
Like he doesn't recall.
Like building?
I've been hearing to my voices. He
Uh,
like he doesn't recall, sort of, yeah.
About a building in town?
No, about a friend he has.
Oh, okay, about a friend in town. Okay.
Like he's trying to recall this thing about his friend that he knows is his friend, but can't. Just doesn't.
Doesn't, can't, won't. Maybe they died and he doesn't want to talk about it. Stuff like that.
Right.
But he sort of like shakes it off him and changes topics, goes to talk about something else. But eventually, you guys do get closer to the mid-roll per Iverson, and the kids fuck off. I don't know.
They do kid things of leave.
They do kid things of, why are you hanging out with strangers?
Oh, you're going where my
stuff.
dad goes every night. Okay, bye. I'm not allowed in there.
That's the brothel.
Oh,
Wait, it sounds
Oh my god.
No,
He
that's
just goes
the
there for the
brothel.
wings. He goes there for the wings.
Oh, Mama said hi.
Oh. That's cursed. That's cursed. Cursed. So, yeah, they fuck off. Their parent, whatever, come round them up, and again, the parents aren't suspicious. Like, you guys definitely got colder treatment at Delvet's hometown versus here, right? Also, Nina, in order to get the scent of smoke, you could get like a wet towel or like shirt or something, and like sort of fan around, like whip it, like you're at like a sport event, like whip it left and right, like windmill it. That'll help catch, quote unquote.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I only know that from a manga where the guy barbecues a lot. Anyways.
Maybe I'll do that, but it's just All the windows are open, so I'm just letting it all escape.
That's fair. That's fair.
Disperse now.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you guys get to the middle. Allow me to change the music. Let's go for some nice, cool, burr music. Back in business.
While we were walking through town, I assume there wasn't any like music playing anywhere or anything that would stick out to Silas.
Not at current, no. Not in the early parts
To be fair,
of the day.
it's the morning, right?
Yeah.
So
maybe later. Yeah. I have the perfect bartender music because Fred sent me a thing literally for bartender OST. Let's see which one fits.
Oh yeah.
No, that's a bit too.
Thanks for sharing.
Nope. Oh yeah, this one.
Can we
This
get a
one.
sound clip of that because that was actually very satisfying.
What?
The little thanks for sharing thing.
Thanks for sharing.
Thanks
I'll think
for
about it.
sharing.
Maybe for good.
Oh, guys, we have to be good.
So no promises you can't keep, huh? So yeah, you guys,
we'll be good. I promise.
so yeah, you guys enter into the mid roll. There's not too many people in here because it's the morning. not too surprising. There are some individuals in here. I want to say like probably like a handful, 5 or so, on including the wait staff as well as the bartender herself. But you guys enter in, and Iverson just sort of ushers you guys like, come on in. You guys
kick my boots at the door.
Yeah, shuffle in, clean your boots or what have you, and kick your boots on, whatever, and you make your way. Don't worry, there's like there's a series of long tables in the middle of the room that you guys could push together to have enough for.
God.
Actually, there's only 8 of you. Oh, easy. You guys just need 1 long table plus 1 for Iverson, I guess. But that's besides the point.
You just pulled a chair.
Yeah, he does go over to the bartender, who is like a like mid-20s, late 20s woman. She definitely seems to have a knack about the place. Almost like she has eyes in the back of her head. She always knows, as you guys observe her out of the corners of her eyes, she always seems to know where things are and stuff like that. Either familiarity or some other ability. And Iverson talks with her, just sort of like points you guys out, and you guys can hear. He's not trying to keep it quiet. He's just like, got some adventurers from out of town, and she just like whistles as she's like examining the inside of a mug, like ooh, like that sort of whistle. Half facetious but half intrigued. And are you sporting their drinks? Why the fuck would I do that?
Valid.
I was just introducing you to some fresh faces and clientele. She rolls her eyes like, oh, you cheeky son of a bitch. All right, fair enough.
River Company will remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's like, fine. She wipes her hands on her smock and makes her way out from behind the bar and goes over to you guys, following alongside Iverson. So, Iverson tells me, you are from out of town. I could tell that with my eyes. She says, like, looking pointedly at him, like, no shit, idiot. I can tell they're not from around here. I live here. I can tell that with my eyes. He like awkwardly rubs the back of his neck, like, tough crowd.
Alright, bitch.
I'm kidding. I know, my god.
Where do I hail from? Suddenly look like she like scans across the interesting appearances of all of you. Suddenly look like a motley crew.
We are certainly from all over.
Which one of you is the furthest from here? I'm curious.
Let's do Sajara and Isadora?
I
I'm
suppose
from the
those two?
exchange originally.
I think that's the furthest away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, east to west. Definitely not only east to west, but diagonally.
Yep.
Because you guys are in the northwest right
Agger
now.
received your heart out.
He did
Well, he's
by
the
devil.
most smartly out of us then.
Funny. She like scans across the Nevers amongst you. Certainly doesn't look it, but hey, she shrugs. If your coin's good to spend, you're welcome here. As long as you don't cause any trouble, that is.
Ah, yes, racial profiling, I see. Write that down. You know what? No, Alexander does kind of lean over towards violence. Write that down.
She like blinks. She is writing it down, but she blinks a couple of times at the request.
She's like, you think I need your permission?
No, as you look over Alexander, because you've seen what her script looks like, or the lack thereof. right now she's actually sketching the room in like a sort of architectural sort of way. As far as you guys can see, at least. It's the only inn in town, so...
You kind of... If I can see that, right? It's not like sort of...
The script is
anymore?
obscured, but the diagrams are not.
Gotcha. Kind of like leaning his head on his hand. He's leaning over and looking at that. He says, "Looking to get into the bartending business."
She rolls her eyes. Why would I want that? No, I'm just sketching out the place. In case we have need of it.
Well, if we ever do need it, we'll be glad to have it. Good looking out.
Who nods?
What was the partner lady's name? She didn't give it yet.
Should not give it yet, no.
Well, it's nice to meet you, ma'am. I'm Whitelock. This is names.
This is yeah.
Do you own the place?
I do. My father helped set it up, but he's not with us anymore.
My condolences.
She shrugs. That's life. I'm Hillary, by the way.
Hillary?
Hillary. I need to say how to spell Hillary, but there you go.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. Seems like a nice place.
Thanks.
The only tavern in town, I hear.
Well, don't you worry. I don't rest on my laurels.
I wasn't afraid
Excellent.
that you do.
So, back to business. What can I start with for you guys?
Does she have a menu?
She points out a chalkboard behind the bar.
Perfect.
Those are specials there. If you know your drinks, you can spot them on the rack. I don't know every cocktail out there, but I know a good chunk of them. Although, she looks at you, Sajar. If you're from that far out, I might be lacking. But I'm up for a challenge.
Ever heard of a Fragile and Afterburner?
I'm not.
Again.
If you can tell me how to make it, I'll make it for you to the best of my ability. you see it for Jarn Afterburn. You can see Iverson behind his like mask and Cal and guys just like.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you want to get fucked up to start the day? I'll whip up.
The funny thing is, it won't even hit him.
Wait,
there
touch the sides.
are 5 other people in the bar with you guys as you guys place your orders.
Right.
2 of them look rather distinct from. They look as distinct as you guys. 2 of them are an old. I say couple, not in the sense that they're married or dating, but like 2 old guys playing
Yeah, they're
chess.
just having fun.
Couple of dudes.
Just
Couple
guys.
dudes. And
Are
there is
they-
a guy who is sat next to the old guys, and he's just sort of vibing.
Is he like with their group sat next to, or their tables are just near each other?
The latter.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just vibing next to him.
Chilling, relaxing.
He doesn't take an insight check to know that he does keep looking at you guys, but again, you're sort of distinct. So.
Yeah,
So-
like we're the
That
oddity
doesn't-
in town. Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's less
Sight to
are
see.
people looking at us, or are people looking at us with specific intents?
So the guy that